Hello, and we're finally back with Plundergrowth. Just making sure everything's set, yep. Okay, so bad news for us, and it is pretty bad news, is that we are... Okay, this is them. We're missing 2 Skaven, which means a lot of goblins. They have a plus strength player, but they're down a player. They've got... Okay, so they're playing a fun build, but it's still Dark Elves. Only 2 blitzers. Eey. How are they doing? 1 win. Okay. Actually, you know what? Weirdly, 2 assassins is actually pretty good versus us. I was thinking for a minute, like, hey, we're pretty well off here. We do have 100k to spend, though. So what can we do with 100k? Is there any cool star players for that? A bludge chainsaw is pretty handy. That would use all our money that's ever existed. And he'd go off after that's not bad, but again, it's temporary. Do we have anything that's not temporary? Not really. That said, we could take Bomber and... Do we only have goblins available? Oh, Skid is too expensive. I mean, technically we could take a mercenary Skaven. This is actually quite tricky. I'm really tempted to go for the chainsaw and try and get rid of some of these guys. Stab's gonna potentially be a problem. Oh, he's only got arm value 7. See, Stab's good against him. Eek. Let's try Nobler. It's all our money, unfortunately, which isn't as good, but you know, what can you do? Hey, how's it going, Rick? Yes, it is the... Sorry, I haven't got my... I've been trying to adjust my light, and I've managed to make it the same color as my background, so I'm trying to get it somewhere... that's as close to natural as we're going to get, I think. For some reason, the light in the room is not how it shows up on the camera. But... Okay, only half my face has disappeared. That's fine. So yeah, I'm not convinced about this pick for star player, but then again, they're playing a fun build as well by the looks of it, so... Unfortunately, their fun build involves 2 assassins, which actually might be quite good against us. The one time that they might come in useful. Is there... Should I... I could attack... If there's ever a time to attack, it's now. Yeah, I don't normally do this, but I think now is the time to attack. If we can get a foul on something before we get going. They've only got 2 rerolls. They've got an Apo. It's a very strange team. They've got 2 blitzers and no witch. And a runner. So either they don't... Yeah, that's true. I've played against... I've played with and against Bomber a couple of times, and I feel like you mostly just hit your own team. The chainsaw... I tend to have a bad habit of wanting to blitz with the chainsaw, but I think with these guys, probably fouling with it makes sense, and using my blitz up with the blitzer. And if he gets sent off, he gets sent off. I kind of like blitzing with him because you get the armor, you know, you get the nasty hit, but without getting sent off, so you can kind of do it multiple times. But I think in this case, the other thing I considered was, hang on, was Bomber 60k? The nice thing with Bomber is he's 60k, so I could have got a Babe as well. We're still 2-0 right now because I have not been able to get on the last few days, so we are very early on, but we do have a thrower with an extra pair of hands, which is... I was going to say handy, but that's obvious. He's hidden his assassins. He's kind of set up... I don't know what to make of his setup. I mean, we can hit everybody on the front line. I feel like we should do the troll 3 dice if we can. So we'll probably do boom. And then where's my other blitzer? He's around, right? Yeah. We'll probably do boom, boom. And then attempt the 3 dice. Maybe blitz down an assassin and jump on him. I think that'll be our plan. We should probably have another Skaven back here. Let's do this. And this. Actually, you can go in the middle. I do kind of want to protect him till he does something. Okay. I think we're going to run with this. I haven't left anybody important off. Yeah, we gotta do some... We gotta attempt the foul, right? This is what... Okay, that's not a big deal. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like Ginger's going to hold on to the ball, which is actually not the worst thing, because it means I don't have to try and pick it up. And it's one less goblin, you know, ruining everything. So we'll attempt this first. Okay, I am going to reroll. Off to a bit of a dodgy start, but we'll pretend we didn't see that. Okay, that's a bit better. You've got to get that third reroll out of the way. Get it out early. We'll pop him here. And we'll stay for the attempted 3 dice. Okay. I'm going to move up on that. Didn't get anything for it. And then, let's see. Pop him here. I guess we're just going to blitz an assassin. I guess with our one Skaven that actually... let's make sure I haven't made the ball safe. I've got to get my wits about me here. Just realised I've left an assassin there. So it's a downside when you don't play against them very often. And I can't really foul anybody, so... you know what? So we're not going to. I should have blitzed with him. No, because then he'd have been in contact with that assassin as well. We'll just call this getting in position. And hopefully I'll wake up next turn. Yeah, giving away a free stab here is silly. Okay, we got away with it effectively there. I'm so confused by this team. I'm trying to decide if it's somebody having fun who's really good at the game and just felt like they need the new challenge, or if it's somebody who's kind of new to the game, but I just can't tell. He's moving in aggressively, which makes sense. He's standing up goblins. What he's doing so far makes sense. Is he going to do a stat blitz? Not terrible, honestly. But maybe not as good as just doing a block blitz. I don't know what the stats are on that against arm value 7. Okay, well it worked out for us. Okay, this is the big squeeze. Wow. I guess when you're missing a few Skaven, it can cause some trouble. Okay. So, how do we want to attempt to sort this out? He's based every single... thing. Oh, that's really not ideal. Off to a bad start. Okay. Be nice to get rid of their blitzers. 52% win rate. That's pretty solid, right? Okay, we can't knock anything down right now, which is a problem. And we're going to have to do some dodging to get the ball safe. So overall, I think we're in a bit of trouble. I've also moved away from the ogre, of course. We're just going to need this dodge to go well. I shouldn't say things like that. Oh, he did shadowing. Okay. Let's at least go here. Yeah, I think I am going to have to switch to blitzing with him. For now, he's just going to probably... Honestly, I think he's going to hold a corner here. No, what I normally do is I blitz with him, but I intended to be fouling a lot more. Thus far, it hasn't really worked out. You're on a 1 dice right now. Huh. And it's hard to get a 2... I'm gonna have to go here to get a... Well, you know what? We'll just do this. We gotta hit these assassins, or attempt to. Okay, no armor break there. Nobody to fell because we can't knock anybody down. You know what? I'm gonna go here. Okay, dodging is at least going well. But yeah. How have you been going, Rick? I tried to pop into your stream earlier. You were playing... that's good. You were playing Undead into... I had to leave, like, within 5 minutes, so I didn't say hello. What was it against? They tried... Oh, Chaos Dwarfs. Chaos Dwarfs. It looked like it was going to go well, but it was pretty early on in the game. Okay, he's good at catching as well, that's nice. What's the plan here? So he's got a 3 dice here, unless... Did he just move that guy? He did, okay. 5th attempt at Undead, 300, good start, nice. No SPP on the whites yet, however. Oh, it's always the way. Okay, he's going after Nobler, which I understand, but he does have Blodge, so... Yeah, white's one of those tricky players to... That's the nice thing about Dark Elves. Their blitzers automatically kind of level up. Because you know, you score with them a lot. It's a lot of races where that doesn't happen so fast. Like Skaven. Okay. That's not so good. This has kind of started poorly so far. We really needed to get an armor break or two, which I know you shouldn't try and rely on, but... I think we probably need to refocus back into the troll. Okay, that's good to hear that Dark Elves are doing better in the new rules, because they're kind of my jam, so I'm sure I'll be going with them again. Okay, so he gave us a block there, which is nice. Are you just standing up? Yes. Okay. So I guess you're just coming in here for an assist. If this doesn't knock him down, we're in another bad situation. It does. Nice. We shall stay. That means we're going to come into here, even though it's a bit risky. Let's see. I guess this makes sense. Of course, normally what happens when you do this is you get instant kickback. Okay. There we go. This is why we hired him. Instant payoff. Is that a 3 dice now? Okay. Can I afford to move this guy? It probably makes sense to, even if I can't afford to, and we'll try and dodge this guy back across, because this is a armor value 7 runner, so if we can get him down, that's pretty sweet. Okay. Nice. We do move into the assassin to complete the cage. Nice. Okay, this is a much better turn overall. We need to be aware that he can get in at the top though, so... Oh, we could foul as well. I mean, that's not really a worthwhile foul, is it? This is a worthwhile foul, but I can't get it in a way that's good. So we'll just protect Nobler. Is Nobler strength 2? Yeah. The fact that all the chainsaws look the same in the game doesn't make it easy. So that was definitely a better turn. We evened up the player numbers. We didn't really get a safe position. This is certainly sort of chain pushable into... Yeah, I don't blame him for doing that either, because if that works, he gets it in to the ball. I'd have gone for the stab as well, even though it's a low percentage one. Okay, so it looks like we're going to see... I don't see a chain push here. Unless he's going to double... See, if he moves in here, he might be going to do a double chain push and push this guy to here. But I don't know if he has enough players to... Oh, it's a stab. Okay, good stab, good stab. He's blocked off his entrance in. Did he need to have all these guys here? I can't remember now. Or could he have left a gap here so that he could have come in for a blitz? I feel like that's what he was going for, and maybe just made a bit of a mistake there, but I'm not 100%. We do need to move at some point, of course, as well, which is kind of scary. Where are you going? Okay, you're going to do the blitz there. That's excellent. Probably just push him in and come up here. I was hoping he wasn't actually going to do it. Okay, I think this is my attempted blitz. Is it the first thing we do? Probably. I don't like that at all, though. Maybe we pop this guy here as a sort of bit of a safety net. Yes. This is going to get us in trouble at some point. Is it now? Nope. Just a stun, but a stun is an armor break. I need to dodge to get him now, or I could take on the GFI. Or can you make it? Nope. Is it worth it? It would make it a 3 dice, right? Yes. I think it's worth it, and it's probably worth doing with this guy. Okay. Sweet. Let's see. What's most out of the way? This, I think? Excellent. How aggressive is he playing? Oh, he's playing aggressive. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Let's see. We can actually move the ball carrier first here, I think. No. Okay, that's good. Because we are going to attempt this. Took the Apo, so I can't cage. Hang on. But it was the, how did the assassin Apoing stop me? I'm not saying it's not the case, I'm just trying to work it out. Because it wasn't the stun. Don't die, don't die. Okay, thank you. Hang on, so the Apo... Would that have stopped me? I'm not sure. I'd have to rethink that. Because it wasn't this guy. It was this guy that he Apo'd. He got like a... I think he might have just Apo'd to keep the 11 players in the game. Okay, he's elf screening. He knows what he... Okay, this is a player that knows what he's doing for suresies. I mean, I know elf screening is a fairly common tactic, but he, you know, he played a great... He marked up my goblins, which is what I'd have done with early Dark Elves. He's kind of... We've made a bit of an inroad, so now he's screening. Okay, so were you thinking it was this guy and he was Apoing to kind of like block it off? Because that would make sense. Yeah, I think he just wanted to... Because that's why I said like it was an aggressive Apo. I mean, both would be, in a way, but... Oh, that's not good. Because, you know, it's an assassin. He didn't have a serious injury. I guess we're looking at attempting to sort of do a little bit of a switch here, because we're a bit trapped up. Maybe should move this guy first. Where am I blitzing? Or where would I like to blitz, I should say. Probably this guy with the chainsaw. So let's get a presence out here. Okay, that's why we used him. I guess the troll's just kind of moving in to get in the way. Ball is not safe. Do we need to get it safe first? I think we need to sort of make a look as though we're trying to get it safe at least. So I think we're just going to move back to the middle. Ooh, that's not super safe. How safe is that? I mean, it's safer. I think we're just gonna have to do this. Alright, chainsaw, do your thing. I mean, I'll take the stuns. I wish we had a bribe. But we don't. Okay, good. Stab didn't work. We're technically in scoring position right now, but I imagine he's going to do some... I mean, he'll probably realize it's... Yeah, okay, he's realizing now. This is the guy he kind of needs to mark, because it's a 2+ catch for him, and then... So he's kind of like a little, like, sneaky elf. Okay, I thought he was going to blitz here. He's going after Nobbler, which maybe with 2 turns left isn't the way to go. I think I'd have blitzed differently there. I think I'd have blitzed this guy. I'm not saying we're in a great position, but I've been in worse positions. He hasn't used a reroll yet, but in fairness, he hasn't rolled a ton of dice. I think if he does this, we actually have kind of a chance of getting out of here. We also have a chance of everything going horribly wrong. Okay, so here's the plan. The plan is we try and chainsaw this guy down, we try and knock this guy down, and then we come over here and hand the ball off to this guy. Oh, I'd really like to blitz this guy, which is theoretically possible, but I'd have to roll a goblin block on this guy, or rely on dodge, which I don't really want to do. Hang on, but this guy can go even higher. Maybe we just try and ignore this guy for the moment. And then I can blitz this guy. In theory. Oh, if I move him, it's going to be real disappointing. Because just moving him isn't going to be enough. Okay, so we're going to take a bit of a chance and do it with a goblin. Oh, I've got to do this first. Okay, here's where it all goes wrong. Nope, nope, not blitz. Okay, that went well. That went well. I really wanted this guy to hand off to this guy, though. Now, if this guy were to go here and hand up... No. Oh boy. Oh boy, I've done this wrong. Talk about spending too long thinking. Okay, so mistakes were made there. And the main mistake was not paying any attention to how far through the half we were. Oh, how far through my turn we were. And rambling on for ages about what we were going to do. I think the problem was I got caught in so many minds about so many points of that situation that I kind of lost sight of what I was actually going to do. I think having it in a strength 3 is good, but he should be able to, well, maybe he's going to just knock this guy down and try and screen us off, which would be fair. At least everything worked with what we did in the last 2 seconds. But that was leaving it too late. What I was thinking about was trying to get the goblin here, hand off backwards, and then this guy coming for the 1-die blitz on this guy. But I just spent too long overthinking it. I should have probably just used this guy to blitz this guy. Although I think we rolled pushes, so yeah, we. Or did we? Maybe we knocked him down. But anyway. Yeah, I think that's what I should have done. I think that's safer. Then I would have freed up these goblins. We could have come up and had a better screening system. What's his plan here? Is it going to be this? That's only a 1 dice. What? Oh, he's just ignoring the ball. Is he? Yeah, he's ignoring it. I thought he might at least try for a 1 dice. Oh, hang on. Is this some really good play here? Oh, he KO'd our... Oh, that's not good. You know what? I'm gonna do an aggressive Apo there. Is he gonna... He's gonna go for the stab blitz. That's... I like it. Problem is, he's probably gonna get surfed if it doesn't work. Maybe even... Probably even if it does work. But I like the aggression of it, because we could have a tough time picking it up. I did not see that coming. But yeah, I used the Apo here because arguably there's nothing super valuable on our team yet. Although we did spend all our money. And the troll should be could be a very big part of the second half. Just through presence alone. Oh, he didn't do the... I don't think he did the blitz. I think you have to declare it first, so I think he's just gonna get in our way here. Never mind. He didn't even get in our way. So he had the same problem as us. But I liked the chain push into that. That was quite sneaky. Unfortunately, I can't really afford to use this guy to do anything. I think the best we can do is a 2 dice on this guy, right? Yeah, I can't get any Skaven down here to help. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's nobody safe to get in to help. Do we now go for the goblin block? Yes. Okay, that's as much chance as I'm willing to take. I'd love to foul this guy, that would be sweet, but I think at some point you just got to get on the board and say, you know what, we came out that half okay. Considering how it was looking kind of midway through, I'll take a touchdown there. Got 1 KO, which doesn't matter. They've got 1 KO. Unfortunately, he has another turn to come back. We're down a Nobbler, as we always knew he would be. He had a pretty good half in the end. So I think this is going to be... Set up your goblins. Hang on, I should turn off automatic dodge here. Skills, dodge. And then everybody at the back. Okay. And we'll see what he does with this. This is where we get to see how good a player he is. I think he's a good player though. I think he's just doing a fun season. I mean, it's certainly a workable team, but the 2 assassins over 2 blitzers is just a big disaster against most teams. If he was against orcs or something here, he would most likely be getting flattened. Because you need those blitzers to kind of keep you in the blocking game. Against us, unfortunately, it kind of works. Solid. I was, you know, for a second there I was about to complain that they don't have to have a chance of being sent off for doing this, and then I remembered how useless they are and was like, you know what? Oof. So much more effective against goblins though. And there's not a lot we can do about it. Don't think he's going to foul that. I think he's just going to do a... you know. Yeah, whatever he's doing. I throw to one of these guys. I don't know how he did that, because that vanity passes never work. It's well known. For Dark Elves. I've tried many a vanity pass. So right now I think we are 2 or 3 down. Okay, that's better. Oh, okay. I was hopeful. So let's see. Yeah, I think we're 1 down. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are. Well, that is a problem. But I suppose one that we should expect. Do we put our blitzers on the front line to try and take the hits? No, I think we've still got to go goblins. I hate it, but I think we do. Giving blitzers away for free just seems like a bad idea. And you know it's kind of a weird game when you're kind of saving a Skaven lineman. You know your team is not quite normal. So he didn't use a reroll in the first half. Fingers crossed he has to use some in the second half, because he's only got 2. In fairness, we didn't have to use one apart from in the very first turn where we dub-scold immediately, as is traditional. I guess he's going to try and score, I'd assume, relatively but not too quickly, like 2 or 3 turns. Because he's going to feel like he can win this. Okay, that's interesting. We could technically get to that. In theory. Okay, let's think about this. Yeah, I'd have to go here. I'd have to do that, right? Yeah, if I don't want to do a GFI. Oh dear, it means putting a goblin in harm's way. Is this all worth it? Maybe, maybe not. That is most disappointing. So the best we can do is put a goblin on it there. Which is a bit sad. Let's not do that. Let's keep some team back here, eh? Bounce into our arms. Okay, that's actually not a bad place for it to go. We have given him a lot of people to hit, though. Boy, he is getting value out of that stab. I don't know that I've ever got that much value out of it, because I have played the odd team with it. Okay. Whew. It's beginning to feel like every one, though. So the good thing, I suppose, if we want to keep looking on the bright side, is that we didn't use a reroll in that situation. Which I think, as we could only touch the ball with double GFI with any of our players, was probably the way to go. Oh, he's got a 2 dice though. Is he going to blitz? Oh, you could do the... I think I would do the 2 dice and then the blitz. Okay, he's just making extra sure, which is reasonable. Then he's going to do this. That gives him the blocker to do a 3 dice on the goblin. This is all as I would think was sensible. Okay, 2 times over, 2 times KO'd. Things are beginning to go a little against our hopes and dreams. He's powering our gobbos a bit too much as well, not to mention stabbing them. Okay, we could be on the end of a rough defeat here, but it's a bit early to say that, I suppose. He can roll some bad dice at some point and have some problems. Maybe he fails to pick it up here. Twice. Okay, just once. Still, that's down to 1 reroll now. I'm assuming he's going to go for this. That's better. Yes, I will dodge. So we went after the assassins as much as we could. Oh, he gave us a block without having to move. That's pretty cool. We're going to continue to attempt to go after them if we can. I need some... I think it would be helpful for us to get some good removals on him, on the team early on here, to give us a feeling like we might be able to... Oh dear. Might be able to waylay him. Because otherwise I think he's going to kind of get through pretty easy. We don't have a whole lot going on here. Oh, we already blitzed. Oh no. What was I... Now he's going to get to shadow us. Okay. That was somewhat poor on my part. I just forgot that I'd blitzed. I'd say it happens to us all, but... You know. So, I'm guessing it looks like he wants to blitz through here. I mean, he could certainly score... I mean, he could score this turn if he's really desperate, but he could score next turn if not reasonably safely, I'd imagine. A lot of his team is at the back, though. I guess the blitz did help that. He had to kind of protect a bit harder. Would it be really sweet as another bad block somewhere? I'm half tempted to start marking up his lineman. Because if we can get him on no rerolls... okay, so he's just stopping there for the moment. Okay, I didn't see that as the blitz. I guess the idea is if he fails, he pushes him into this guy who stabs him. Could opt for a 1 dice there. Could opt for a 1 dice there. So it looks like he's going to try and score next turn. I think this might be the point at which we get a little gung-ho. That might be harder to do than I'm sort of making it out there. Oh, we've got a blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7 doesn't really help. I still think getting this guy around makes sense though. Let's have some kind of back threat. Now what I'd really like to do is be able to pull this off. But if he shadows, that kind of ruins everything. He's shadowed. Okay, it doesn't really. I can just do this now. Haha, you fell into our trap. Ah. It's kind of fun pulling them around in a way. This assassin's pretty good. And that said, our dodging is pretty good with these goblins. Wow. Wow. Oh, I can't get away from this guy. There we go. Shadow that. Oh, he could have done it. So that didn't achieve a whole lot apart from really upping our dodge average for no real benefit. So just got to clear this guy out the way. He can move somebody in here. 2 dice there. Run it down, hand off. He could even get the assassin to score. Depends what he's wanting to do with the team. I think scoring with the assassin would actually be better. Whew. So it's 8+ for stab, and then he's got to roll a good injury, and he kind of just has kept on doing it. I think 2 or 3 of our injuries have been from that. It's pretty rough. But it's the way of the It's the way of the assassins. It's like one of the, like, 4 or 5 teams, maybe less, that it's actually worthwhile against. when I first saw the team, I was like, oh, 2 assassins. This is probably not going to be too bad. But I wasn't banking on the fact that I was playing Underworld. Still wants to get the blitz in, I think, because the more guys he can remove, the better. Oh. Maybe not. I guess he's just making really sure if this goes wrong. It'd be nice for him to use the one here just for the benefit of... Nope. Just for the benefit of having no rerolls to use on defense. Okay, so this is going to be tough now. It's going to be especially tough if our KOs don't come back. Okay. Alright, now this is hard. This is very hard. 3, 4, 5. We got 6 guys left. Oh, we rolled triple one on that. That's pretty impressive. I mean, we could have rolled 222 or 333 and it would be the same, but that's certainly a little rough. Oh boy, this is going to be difficult. This is... Okay, so 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Oh, I just don't know that we're going to make this work, but we basically kind of have to. We have to go at the middle. Where did I put the thrower? I didn't even look where I put the thrower. Okay, he's in a good place. Yep, I felt that coming in my bones. It's okay though, it's all part of the plan. Oh dear, this is already hopeless, isn't it? Oh, and he doesn't want to pass to him, that's right. Yeah, we gotta do it. I needed one more player. I think we could have made this, you know, interesting. That's what we got. It's not good. Because one more player, we could have done like 4 across. Sorry, I mean 3 guys across. So we could have put this guy a little bit further this way, this guy a little bit further this way, and then the other guy here. which would have made it harder for him to get around. Should have probably had to knock one of the sides in and then try and block us, which obviously gives us a lot more chance. But now he just has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He doesn't have to GFI here. Oh, or he can go that way as well. That makes sense. Or I guess he can go that way. Oh, a catch there would have been sweet, but that's a pretty good place for the ball to go. In a way. There's just no good way we can make this work. We're so horribly outnumbered and we just have no skills to speak of. Oh boy. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to go for that. Is this my best bet? Probably actually just going here is my best bet. What? Did he just dump off to this guy and then... I have to reroll that. Nice. And then it still managed to almost get caught by this guy, because I'm pulling shenanigans on that. Oh, the shadowing. There's just nowhere to go. Okay. I mean, when you're desperate, you just gotta do whatever. No! He could technically fail 6 dice in a row. We've got to believe in that. The shadowing, though, is intense. These assassins, it's like they were built to take on this team. They've never seemed so valuable. Come on, Mr. 2 rerolls. Let's see that go horribly wrong for you. Oh, that went right, didn't it? Wow. The ball is magnetized to his players here on the on the kickbacks. So that makes things a bit easier for him. Yeah. Just bring this guy up and grab it, probably. Okay, what's he doing here? Is he going to move this guy here, maybe? No, because then you're moving the goblin. He's got to move this guy. I guess he wants his blitzer to pick it up. For SPP reasons. Nope. He didn't. He just wanted to do that block. That 2 dice first for no reason. I guess you want to do this first, right? No. Okay, I thought the foul there was the weird option. It was. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 3 dodges, huh? Not what we're looking for, but I guess it technically achieves what we needed. Uh-oh. Oh no! Why did I do it? I guess we could just try and get this guy down there now. No! It's too much. He's gonna be able to stall us out at the bottom now, unfortunately. Well, he might not need to. I mean, it's a pretty easy stall. Yeah. This has been a tricky game. I would say that the one thing we could hope for is maybe our troll to come back and we can do a magnificent goblin one-turner, but I just feel like it's probably not going to happen, but you never know. We've left ourselves one reroll, right? It's theoretically possible. Yeah, this half has definitely been a sight worse than the last half from our perspective. Him not knocking him down there would have actually, like, if he had double both downed, that would have been a legit chance to actually cause a bit of a problem. No, he's not going to reroll that. There's no need. You gotta sort of play it safe. Hey, he KO'd himself. Can you shadow with more than one assassin? I don't know that. I mean, I think I did have 2 assassins in one team, but I don't think they were ever on the field at the same time. This is quite sensible because Stab Blitz is a 0 danger. That's the one good thing about Stab. If you're playing against a team that isn't stunty, is it's risk-free. So it's always the blocks that you should make at the beginning of the turn, unless tactically it makes sense not to try something else first. But if there's no other factors in play, it's the thing you should do at the beginning of every turn, just to get it out of the way, because there's 0 risk to you, and there's not much that you can do that can hurt people that's 0 risk. And it also makes for a sort of relatively safe blitzing option. Do I even try and run away? No. I'm probably more likely to hurt myself and get stabbed anyway. No. I was just thinking about trying to bring him round up here so that I could actually get a blitz on him, but it's just not going to work. There's no reason not to stab here. Stab, go in. That's all he should be doing. Okay, he's doing this. He could get 6 skulls. He didn't. So I guess he was going for this because it's SPP, which is fair enough. So now he's going to stab and then go in. Right? What is he doing? Yeah, there's... I think he's still stabbed, because you don't get SPP for stabbing. Which honestly, maybe you should. But it does make our last turn a bit harder. Theoretically. Okay, the troll has given us the faintest glimmer of hope. Now, that said, I'm not very good at... no, that's not a fair thing to say. It's not that I'm not very good at one-turners with goblins. It's just that I don't know that I have tried them more than 5 times, maybe. Because the only time I ever use a troll, the only time I ever use teams like this is orcs, would be the closest. And the thing with orcs is you generally don't play trolls. Well, sometimes you play trolls, but you generally don't play goblins, so you don't get a chance to use that. And it's been a long time since I've played orcs in a non-serious way. Normally I play orcs in a serious way where you don't take a troll or goblins. You just run orcs. Okay, so there is a chance. We need to not go past the assassins. That is key. I think what we have to do, we'll go 100% for it. We won't try and hurt people. I think what we do is we put the troll here. We put a blitzer here. We try and blitz this guy. We try and get the ball to the goblin. And then we just try and throw the goblin and see what happens. I think that makes sense. We should probably have a couple of alternate people just in case. Yeah, I think this is... I think we just gotta hope for the best now. There's only so much you can do with this unless you have, like, gutter runners. Blitz is not gonna affect anything. That is, though. 1, 2... Oh, that's so much worse. Okay, we can technically get it to him, but boy does that suck. Because we need the throw for the... If I remember rightly, we need the throw for the troll. Okay, we did that bit right. But you know what? It's still possible. And that in itself is nice. Okay, here's the bit that I don't really know. How far do we need to get him? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to get him to at least here. Where are the assassins? They're on the other side. Okay, that's a lot of dice to get through. Okay. Okay. What did we fail on? What did we fail on? A GFI. Oh boy. Okay. You know what? That was beautiful. That looked so easy when there was a lot of dice rolled. Oh. That might be my first ever, because I do it so, because I play with them so infrequently, that might be my first ever, no, I think I've done one ever. Maybe my second ever Madness. Yeah, those guys made that look easy, but there was, what, like a 3+ to pick up the ball, two 2+s to get the ball back, a 3+ to hand it off, and then the block was relatively safe, and then there were so many things for the troll throw, I didn't even really look through them. I think it was like a 2+ really stupid, 2+ not to eat the goblin, 3 or 4+ to throw him, I think it was a 3+ to throw him, a 4+ for him to land, and then he had 3 dodges to make and a GFI with dodge incorporated, but needless to say, that was a lot of dice that could have gone wrong earlier. The fact that we saved our reroll for that GFI at the end was... I mean, not the... When I say we saved it, I mean the fact that we were lucky enough not to need it till then. Because failing it on that GFI... Yeah, still undefeated. And honestly, it's been pretty unbelievable. Our first game, I think we won it with, if I remember, I can't remember if it was last turn or the turn before last turn, but we won it with a, basically we had to run our thrower back into our half and punt it for a 6+ throw. And then it was like a 3+ catch and a easy run in, but it was a 6+ throw, and Classics gave him throw, he made it. So this team has been living on the edge. Crazy stuff. I guess it just goes to show they're really unpredictable. And I think my opponent honestly played it pretty well. We just sort of hung in there. I'm glad I didn't try and get the ball at the end and just kind of let it go. Maybe there might be an argument that he could have... Yeah, Underworld are fun. I'm beginning to realize that. I'm sure... I mean, because that was... I feel like that was like the second half of that game was sort of just a desperate sort of, oh no, oh no, oh no. Like, as the goblins piled up and everything, and the troll got KO'd again for the second time, I was like, well, what are we going to do? But just the fact that you've got that chance is really good. It's why I like playing elves, because you feel like you've always got that slight chance where if you've just got a few players, you can do it. But I wonder if he should have, because goblins dodge through anything, he could have set his players up so he just had a row. He could have used 5 players on the back instead of the 7 or 8, and then he could have put an extra player on the end of the line on each side, which would have made it more for me to have to get out of the way to do the throw. I think making it harder for the troll to throw is usually what I try and do. If I remember, it's been a while since somebody's gone for one of those against me even, so... so somebody got... Did we get a good... we did. Our Blitzer got a level up as well. Whew. Okay, let's check out the madness. This team is amazing. Not necessarily good, but amazing. So, this is going to be hard. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to make the decision there. So, there's a reasonable argument for Claw, right? Obviously, there's always a reasonable argument for Claw. It would put us back in the fight. It would start to put us back into a good place when we're playing bashy teams, potentially. Or even, mid-teams like Elves. But would it be better to start with Mighty Blow, seeing as we can get mutation? And it's not like it's a double. I'm gonna have a think in the interim. I don't think there's any other... I mean, obviously you could go for Tackle, which is sensible, but... maybe what we pick first on the other guy. Mighty Blow is just always good. What would we go? Let's assume we'd go Claw, Mighty Blow. I don't know if I'm gonna do Pile-On necessarily. We'd probably go Tackle before we'd go Pile-On. And then maybe our other guy is like the straight Blitzer, where we just go Tackle, not Tackle Wrestle, Tackle Strip Ball. So we at least have... Or do we go Wrestle Strip Ball with one of the Skaven linemen? There's so many options on this team. I don't even know. I guess the argument you could make is that Mighty Blow is always good, Claw is only sometimes good, but when it is good, it can make a big difference when you can... I mean, arguably, though, against those high-strength teams, Claw comes into its own when combined with Mighty Blow, so maybe Mighty Blow first, and then we get the Claw. That's probably what I'm going to do. Probably. I'll have a think. Alright, so in the interim though, I am gonna disappear. Maybe I'll buy another goblin, I'm not sure. The amount of injuries we get, maybe it's not a bad idea, but at least we'll have our Skaven back for next turn. I think it's just goblins are missing next time, so we'll at least have our higher strength players back in. Mighty Blow useless against Court of the Races. Hang on. When you say useless, do you mean, yeah, what do you mean? I'm curious. Do you mean against the armor value 9 teams? Because in theory it's still doing something, right? It doesn't work as much, but you can, you know, it will take out the odd dwarf for you. That said, Claw obviously opens up their armor pretty hard. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering about. I was gonna say I feel like Mighty Blow is good even against high armor teams because it just gives you that little bit of chance. So you would agree Mighty Blow then, Claw? I think what I'm getting into the headset of is that you know, if you're Skaven normally and you have a Skaven Blitzer and you get the double, you take the claws first. I think that's where my head's going with this, whereas if you're Chaos, for instance, where you have access to mutations all the time, you generally would take Mighty Blow first, and then maybe if everybody was getting Mighty Blow, you'd maybe take one Claw guy, you know, do it the other way around. But I think when you've got it as a free option like we do, Mighty Blow first, because that affects everybody, and then Claw, because then we're a tin opener. Alright. So we have 2 good Skaven there. And somehow a pretty positive record. I'm still not quite sure how that all happened there, but we seem so out of it. Alrighty. I am going to go and try and work out what just occurred. Might buy in some more goblins, you know how it goes. And thanks for watching, Rick. It must be late for you, I'm guessing. Oh, like 12:30 UK, right? Oh boy, I just noticed how bad how bad I'm fading into the background here. I need to sort out my light situation. I don't blame you. Hopefully you caught that last turn though, at least. That was worth that was worth hanging around for. I almost wanted to go do something else for the second half till that last turn. But yeah, keep it up with those undead. I'll try and check in again and see how they're going. Hopefully you can keep the ascent. And I guess hopefully we don't run into each other and ruin each other's records. Always a chance, I suppose. Although I feel, I don't know, I suppose early undead, Underworld might have a chance. Once they get a little further on, it might get harder and harder, but with the shenanigans Underworld do. You too. See you later, everybody, and have a good one. Bye for now.